Today we're checking out the latest San Francisco craze, electric bikes and scooters. Most people who work and live in San Francisco don't have a car, and that's because it's incredibly expensive to park a vehicle. And that's if you can find a free garage to put it in. Besides walking, most people use BART or Muni, and ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft are great for door-to-door. Recently, with the popularity of Tesla, there have been a slew of alternative electric options that are even more eco-friendly, like electric scooters and bikes. They're pretty cheap to rent. You don't have to mess with traffic congestion, especially during rush hour traffic. And best of all, you don't have to locate and pay for a parking spot. Let me show you the options.
Electric bikes have been around for a few years now. They range from fully electric to pedal assist models. Most of the ones you see on the streets are the low-end pedal assist bikes. You still have to pedal, but the extra electric boost makes it easier to get up and down the hills. Right now there are two companies that offer them: the Ford GoBikes, the blue are manual and the black are electric, and Jump, the neon red ones. Lime bikes will be coming in the next few weeks. The latest fad are electric scooters, which come in two flavors. The full-size scooters look like either Vespas or tiny smart cars and are currently only offered by a company called Scoot. These actually require an orientation session first before they'll let you drive off. There are also smaller ones that look like electrified razors that dropped into SF end of March by three companies: Bird with a white sticker, Lime, the company that offers the green e-bikes, and Spin with an orange sticker. So that's a lot of companies all duking it out for dominance in this last mile space, and it will be very interesting to see who will survive. And they'll probably tweak the business model somewhat. What makes these appealing is that they're fairly hassle-free to find and rent once you've got the app set up. First, you need to download the app on your smartphone and create an account. When you need a ride, open the app and locate the map. It should show you where all the available vehicles are. All of the scooters and jump bikes are undocked, meaning that they're left out here on the sidewalk like this for just about anyone to pick up. The Ford GoBikes have to be picked up at docking stations around the city. All of these vehicles are equipped with a locking mechanism, so you can't just steal it. To unlock it, locate the barcode, scan it with your app, and you're ready to go. You should see on the app that your trip has started. Operation is pretty simple. Brake on your left, a bell for pesky pedestrians, and the motor accelerator on your right. Since these are all electrically powered, you don't even need to exert any energy to push or pedal. It's the extreme in lazy travel. Most of these go pretty fast. The push scooters accelerate up to 15 miles an hour while the scoots go up to 30, but the battery range is pretty short. A full charge can last from 15 miles to 62 miles on the heftier bikes. But most of the vehicles won't have a full charge unless you're picking them up in the morning after they've received an overnight charging. There's a whole gig economy of people who pick all of these up at night and get paid to charge them and make repairs, then put them back on the streets in the morning, ready for you.
Right now, these things are pretty inexpensive to rent out. It costs under $5 for most to unlock the vehicle, with the push scooters being the cheapest at about $1. And then incrementally, it's only a couple of cents more per minute. It's definitely cheaper than calling an Uber or a Lyft.
Once you get to where you're going, park the vehicle and end your trip. Make sure that the vehicle locks or you will be liable for its replacement.
These are pretty nifty, but there's definitely some cons.
First, you can't just hop on these and go. There's definitely a learning curve before operating these things. It's probably a good idea to find a nice alleyway before your first ride to get the hang of things before you hit the crazy traffic and draw the ire of all the aggressive drivers on the city streets. Speaking of which, the vehicles are not always in working order, and it can be annoying and time-consuming to hunt down another one. It's illegal to ride up on the sidewalks because you can endanger pedestrians, but it also feels really unsafe to be on the streets and bike lanes with all the crazy cars. Finally, this new undocked model is a total public nuisance. People leave them everywhere on sidewalks and squeezed into your parking spaces. It's crowded enough without having to navigate all the additional detritus. Almost all of the cities these are being piloted in are getting massive complaints and forced to find these startups to bring them under public code. It'll be interesting to see how it all nets out.
In the meantime, this is one huge experiment, and the companies are learning a lot about how the public will take to it, as well as what obstacles they're going to face in terms of both infrastructure as well as legislation. I'm just psyched to get to try out these puppies without having to plunk down $500 to $5,000 on a depreciating asset. I'm gonna head out now and try to find a Phil's. Peace out, people.